So today, let's touch the two existing gender, male and female, man and woman. Actually, these two genders are wired differently. The reason why a man and a woman are always having issues and almost never coming to a consensus is because a woman doesn't tell you what she thinks. Because in most cases, she actually doesn't think. She only tells you what she feels. A man, on the other hand, doesn't really tell you what he feels. In most cases, he tells you what he thinks. So, this is why you see a woman and a man always quarreling because they think they are listening to each other. Meanwhile, they are not. The woman is listening to the man's feeling, while the man is listening to the woman's thinking. Meanwhile, the man is thinking and the woman is feeling. Now, are we trying to say that a man doesn't feel or that a woman doesn't think? That's not the thing, actually. You know, when we are in GSS, we are taught Mr. Niger plus D, right? Movement, respiration, and all that. And in after nutrition, which is N, we have irritability. What is irritability? The response to external stimulus or external stimuli, so to say. So that first response, just like when you meet a ghost, when you're going maybe in the night and then you meet a ghost or you come across a ghost or you come across something strange, that first reaction is irritability. When you are spiked with a needle or you are pricked with a spike, when something pricks you, that first, before you finally even know what it is or whatsoever, that first reaction is irritability. Now, when something happens, the first thing a man does is to think. And the first thing a woman does is to feel. A woman will definitely feel before she thinks. That is if she's going to think later. A man will think before he feels. As a man, start listening to a woman's feelings. And as a woman, start listening to a man's thinking. And that is how it will work. So, as a man, you have to become a woman to be able to communicate at some point with a woman. And as a woman, you have to become a man to be able to communicate at some point with a man. Let's give a practical example. Let's assume somebody runs to a woman now and say, "Madam, I see your children, not to carry them, they go, they shout, help, help." The next thing you will hear is shout. "Jesus, Jesus, my children," before you know, she will stand up, she would run, carry wrapper, whether that's if she remembers to carry anything. She might have run to the door before she will remember that she has not actually, she actually doesn't know where she's going yet. And if it's a fellow woman that came to give her the information, it will be a beautiful scenario. Both of them would all run reach road before the woman go. The woman feel will just take one and go. Now the other one tell her, no, be there. She doesn't even know where she's going to. Why? Because she's overwhelmed by the feeling of the situation rather than the thinking. But if you bring that same report to a man and you say, "Oga, I see your children for example motor carry them, then they shout help, help, help." The first thing you will hear is, "My children." How? My children. I leave my children day school now. "Oga, they tell you say I see your children." Okay. Where? That's a man. What is he doing now? He's calculating, trying to understand the scenario, to know the best thing to do or the next best thing to do, whether to call the police, whether to go there, whether to, the next best thing to do is what he's trying to calculate. If you come to a man and you say, something there, your mom don't die. What? How? When? Right? When is the next question. How? Now this morning, the next thing maybe here, oh Jesus. He breathes down, tries to, dissolve that information first. It has to be encoded, it has to be read, it has to be understood before the next possible action. Come to a woman and tell a woman, your mom don't die. Yeah! Actually, women are beautiful gender. So that's how the two gender functions. And so they function. The one functions mainly by feeling. That is why in most cases, a woman must have taken an action before she comes back to think. A woman might take an action today and apologize tomorrow and say, I can't later reason. But at that first instance, she will respond to feeling than reasoning. Right? She's more emotional than logical. I would say she's not logical at all, no, but she's more emotional than logical. While a man is more logical than emotional. That is why in most situations, imagine you go see, say, when man and woman meet as maybe in terms of relationship, from the beginning of that relationship, the woman know they know where the relationship they go. The woman know they know where the relationship they go. She's either carried away by a particular thing, scenario, because women respond mostly to situations. She's either carried away by a situation of that period, maybe how they met, where they went, the fantasies, the connection, the chemistry, and all that. And that's why before you know, maybe the third day, the fourth day, woman called, they ask, what are we now? And you know, say, before woman asks, what are we now? We are who we are, yesterday, today, and forevermore. Anything you say is what we are. Before woman go ask that question, what are we now? You know, say, something don't go down. Right? Before she finally come to reason that way to, you know, like say, just something not good. She has already responded to feelings first. She has responded to feelings first before responding to thinking. But for a man, that very moment when he see you, before he even hear you so, he don't already know waiting he won't use you do. If a woman can meet a man now, they start dating, the woman doesn't know whether they're going to get married or not. But for a man, that very moment where he meets you, where he approach you, he already, as they see you, give a man like 5 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, he has already decoded who you are in his life. He don't already know, say, whether you be the kind of woman we would like to marry or not. He already knows. He knows whether he's only coming there to, you know, just cross carpets and move, or whether he's coming for a serious relationship, or whether he's coming for marriage. He already knows. He has everything he's coming to do defined and mapped already. But a woman doesn't. Because a woman is carried away by how the situation of that period is. That is why a woman feels just flag man off just by the appearance of the man. Like he's looking tattered and haggard. But a man might ask questions. You know, this is what you do, like, you know, get one to know one or two. A woman can just make that decision from just the way the appearance of the person. That is why most men who understand women very well can take advantage of women at any time, because they understand how their brain functions and how. But they are very wonderful species, though. They are very wonderful species, because sometimes there are situations that do not demand logic, just demand action. A woman will take that action quick, even if you will later regret it. So, you know, they say some people think before they talk, some talk before they think. Some think talk like a clock. So, now you can't know which one you fall into. So that's it. That's it between a man and a woman. We'll meet again tomorrow, guys.